Welcome to a tale of transformation, where time is the artist and tectonics the brush. Earth, our blue jewel, is a dynamic canvas where continents long to dance, a stage for the slow yet relentless movement of colossal plates beneath us. Here, we will peel back the layers of time and reveal the intricate workings of our planet's great tectonic theater, where every shift redefines landscapes and life itself. As we traverse through millions of years, witness the colossal forces that have sculpted mountains and forged valleys. Imagine a time when the landmasses were once united in a supercontinent, a sprawling land embracing life in its myriad forms. Yet, over epochs, these giants began their slow drift, breaking apart into the continents we recognize today. Every creak and groan of the Earth's crust tells a story of collision, rift, and the birth of ocean floors, the very stage upon which life continues its grand performance. Why do these dramatic transformations matter? The answer lies in the intimate relationship between the movement of tectonic plates and the pulse of life on our planet. As mountains rise like ancient sentinels, they create barriers that adapt ecosystems, fostering unique species in isolation. Conversely, when supervolcanic eruptions release ash and gases, they trigger abrupt climatic changes, forcing evolution to kick into high gear. The stories of survival and adaptation echo through time, like whispers carried by the wind, reminding us how life is a testament to resilience and change. This symphony of geological and biological interplay has led to the magnificent biodiversity we witness today. From the towering trees in the ancient forest to the colorful corals that flourish in warm seas, each organism shares a lineage tangled in the threads of geological history. Thus, understanding plate tectonics illuminates the very essence of existence on Earth. To conclude, as we stand on this shimmering planet, let us acknowledge the dance of tectonic plates, where the relentless rhythms of Earth have shaped life in astonishing ways. From the depths of the oceans to the highest mountain peaks, the story of Earth echoes through time, a continuous narrative of change, adaptation, and the unbreakable bond between geology and existence. At the core of our planet's dynamism lies the fascinating science of plate tectonics, a grand narrative that narrates the intricate movements of Earth's lithosphere. Picture vast, jigsaw-like pieces of crust, known as tectonic plates, floating unyieldingly on a semi-fluid mantle beneath. This is where the story begins, deep beneath our feet, where solid meets, molten in a cosmic dance, orchestrated by the forces of nature. The driving force behind this oceanic ballet is the heat sourced from the Earth's core. Imagine immense geysers of molten rock forming below, where temperatures soar to thousands of degrees. As this heat rises, it creates convection currents, gigantic loops of molten rock that ripple through the mantle like an unseen tide. These currents act like engines, subtly pushing and pulling the plates above, causing them to shift, collide, or drift apart. Within this ever-changing landscape, transformations take place that shape our very world. Picture the slow but relentless collision of tectonic plates, leading to the formation of towering mountain ranges. The Himalayas, for instance, stand as a testament to this colossal clash, forged by the meeting of the Indian and Eurasian plates. Mountains rise, valleys deepen, and landscapes evolve under the influence of these dynamic interactions. Tectonic plates, the colossal pieces of Earth's crust, engage in a fascinating ballet beneath our feet. As they move, they follow three primary patterns of interaction: divergent, convergent, and transform boundaries. Each type of movement plays a significant role in shaping the surface of our planet, creating a vibrant tapestry of geological features and phenomena. At divergent boundaries, tectonic plates drift apart, driven by the fierce energy of magma rising from the mantle. This separation creates new crust and is often accompanied by volcanic activity. Welcome to a tale of transformation, slowly unraveling, where time is the artist and tectonics the brush. Earth, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, is a prime dynamic canvas where the ocean floor is constantly reshaped, a stage for the slow yet relentless movement of colossal widening of the ocean itself. Here, these interactions are a reminder of the relentless forces at play beneath the planet's great tectonic theater. Conversely, Where every boundary defines landscapes, the drama intensifies as plates collide. As we traverse through millions of years, forced beneath another in a process called subduction that have sculpted leading to the formation of mountain ranges. Deep ocean trenches when the land masses were once united in a supercontinent. Visualize the majestic rise of the Himalayas, born from the clash of the Indian and Eurasian plates. The very stage upon which life collision not only shapes the skyline, but also dramatic transformations matter. The friction and pressure can release tremors that shake the ground between the movement of illustrating the perilous dance of convergence of life on our planet. The interplay of these forces underscores the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet that adapt ecosystems. Lastly, fostering transform boundaries in isolation. Tectonic plates slide past one another when supervolcanic eruptions release ash and gases. This lateral movement can create long fault lines, forcing evolution to San Andreas Fault in California. The stories of survival and adaptation echo through time, like whispers carried by the wind that can be released in reminding us how life is a testament to resilience that ripple through communities and landscapes. This symphony of geological and biological interplay power of the tectonic to the magnificent biodiversity stillness are intricately linked. From the towering trees in the ancient forests to the colorful tectonic that flourish in not only the physical geography of our organism shares a lineage, but also entangled in the threads of geological societies that thrive upon. Thus, understanding these dynamic processes, the very essence of offers valuable insights into the past and future of our planet. As we stand on this shimmering the incredible forces let us acknowledge the dance of tectonic plates today, where the relentless rhythms of Earth eruption life serves as a powerful reminder from the depths of the ocean nature of our planet's surface. And the story of Earth echoes through time and fire, a continuous narrative of change. To understand the role of plate tectonics in evolution, we must first look back to the time of Pangaea. Around 335 million years ago, most of Earth's landmasses were united in a single supercontinent. This vast expanse, where flora and fauna thrived, created a homogeneous ecosystem that fostered a rich diversity of life. The unbroken land allowed species to spread widely, unhindered by the barriers that would later arise. However, the stability of this supercontinent was not meant to last. As tectonic plates shifted and began their slow drift, the once united Pangaea began to fracture. This gradual separation led to the formation of distinct landmasses, each evolving its own identity and environmental conditions. The movement was not merely a geological phenomenon. It laid the groundwork for the diversity of life we see today. With the continents moving apart, species found themselves isolated on different landmasses. Each population adapted to its unique environment, leading to divergent evolutionary paths. For instance, the isolation of populations on islands often resulted in the emergence of endemic species, perfectly suited to their specific habitats. The once connected ecosystems now nurtured distinct evolutionary trajectories, shaped by geographic and ecological factors. The shifting of continents also played a pivotal role in climate changes that influenced evolutionary processes. As landmasses drifted toward or away from the poles, they experienced varying climates, ranging from tropical to Arctic. These climatic shifts drove evolutionary responses, as species either adapted to new conditions or faced extinction. Changes in sea levels due to tectonic activity also created and destroyed marine habitats, further impacting biodiversity. Moreover, plate tectonics has been integral in creating barriers such as mountains and oceans that separate populations. The Himalayas, risen from tectonic forces, became a formidable barrier for many species, fostering speciation as organisms adapted to differing altitudes and climates. Similarly, the Atlantic Ocean, born from the rift of Pangaea, isolated populations, prompting unique evolutionary developments. In summation, the role of plate tectonics in evolution transcends mere geological shifts. The drifting and collision of continents have been the silent architects of the intricate web of life, significantly influencing the paths of species development. As we study the interplay between geology and biology, we marvel at how the Earth's dynamic surface has shaped the very narrative of evolution itself. As Pangaea began to break apart, the once united landmass splintered into smaller continents, including Laurasia and Gondwana. This monumental shift altered the very fabric of Earth's ecosystems. Vast oceans emerged, carving a chasm between lands, while formidable mountain ranges erupted, preventing migration and dispersing life forms into isolated environments. In these newly formed ecosystems, species that were once familiar neighbors found themselves cut off from one another. The lush forests of Laurasia echoed with the calls of creatures that had shared their habitats just moments before. On the other side, Gondwana harbored its own secrets, nurturing a different array of flora and fauna. It was a silent orchestration of evolution, playing out in the shadow of towering cliffs and stretching deserts. Without the competitive pressures from their former counterparts, species in these isolated regions flourished in unique ways. The process of natural selection began to sculpt their traits, leading to divergent evolutionary paths. Meanwhile, adaptations tailored to new climates and landscapes unfolded, giving rise to forms and behaviors unencountered in their predecessors. The vibrant colors of flowers, the peculiar shapes of leaves, and the diverse sizes of animals were all reflections of these environments. As time pressed on, the landscapes shifted further, sometimes merging and at other times separating. In some instances, land bridges formed temporarily, allowing for brief exchanges between populations. However, these connections were fleeting, often leading to hybrid species that bore the remnants of both worlds before being isolated again. Such interactions fueled yet another layer of diversity, showcasing the dynamism of life on Earth. The isolation brought about by Pangaea's fragmentation set the stage for unprecedented evolutionary diversification. The echoes of once-linked ecosystems transformed into distinct tapestries of life, each telling a story of survival and adaptation. As species evolved, they carved out niches in their environments, filling roles that were absent in their new ecosystems, further enhancing biodiversity. Consequently, the legacy of Pangaea remains embedded in the genetic makeup of species across the globe. Its historical fragmentation underscores the intricate web of life, where isolation and integration have shaped the continent's current biodiversity. Ultimately, this vast evolutionary tapestry reflects the remarkable resilience and adaptability of life, thriving in varied habitats under the guiding hand of natural forces. The separation of landmasses leads to allopatric speciation, where geographic isolation drives species to evolve independently, explains Dr. Jane Smith, a paleontologist at Harvard University. Site-relevant paper, Oreskes, N. 1999. The Rejection of Continental Drift, Theory and Method in American Earth Science. Plate tectonics, the dynamic movement of the Earth's lithosphere, not only reshaped landscapes but critically influenced biological diversity. As tectonic plates shifted and drifted, they caused geographical isolation that allowed distinct species to evolve. However, this same process also set the stage for catastrophic extinction events, with one of the most significant being the Permian-Triassic extinction, commonly referred to as the Great Dying. This extinction event, occurring approximately 252 million years ago, eradicated over 90% of marine species and about 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. Its far-reaching consequences transformed ecosystems and drastically altered the course of life on Earth. While numerous factors contributed to this ecological disaster, the volcanic activity associated with tectonic movements played a pivotal role in its severity. The Siberian Traps, a vast region of volcanic rock, erupted during this period, releasing massive quantities of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. The volcanic eruptions intensified the greenhouse effect, leading to severe global warming. The changes in temperature disrupted ecosystems, causing habitats to transform and stressing both terrestrial and marine organisms. Ocean acidification, a result of increased carbon dioxide levels, contributed to the collapse of marine food chains, devastating marine life and further amplifying extinction rates. The chemistry of our oceans changed, with anoxic events leading to the creation of dead zones, where life could no longer flourish. In addition to temperature changes in ocean chemistry, the tectonic upheaval also fragmented ecosystems, isolating species that could have shared genetic materials and adaptations. This isolation not only stunted evolutionary potential, but also made species more vulnerable to the shifts in climate and environment. With habitats drastically altered, weakened populations faced insurmountable challenges, leading to a cascade of extinctions both in water and on land. The Permian-Triassic extinction serves as a stark reminder of how interconnected our planet's geological processes are with the story of life itself. Understanding the influence of plate tectonics on these historical extinction events is crucial for grasping the complexities of Earth's biological history. As we study past events, we gain insights that may prepare us for future ecological shifts driven by both natural and anthropogenic factors. The lessons learned remind us of the fragile tapestry of life that hangs in balance, shaped by the very activity of our planet beneath our feet. In the ancient heart of Siberia, an unparalleled volcanic eruption unleashed a torrent of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This seismic upheaval didn't just reshape landscapes, it began a dramatic transformation of the planet's climate. Imagine a world cloaked in thick volcanic ash where skies darkened and temperatures fluctuated wildly. This overflow of greenhouse gases initiated a greenhouse effect that spiraled into chaos, priming the Earth for a severe climatic shift. As the eruptions continued, the oceans absorbed much of the excess carbon dioxide, leading to alarming levels of ocean acidification. Picture a once thriving marine environment, teeming with life, slowly suffocating as the chemistry of its waters morphed. Coral reefs began to wither, shellfish struggled to form their delicate shells, and entire food webs began to unravel. The vibrant ecosystems that had flourished for millions of years faced unprecedented threats, leading to widespread extinctions that echoed through time. Yet, in the shadow of this massive ecological collapse, a new chapter unfolded. The destruction and upheaval paved the way for novel evolutionary paths. From the ashes of extinction emerged a canvas for life to reassert itself with vigor. Visualize barren landscapes slowly blooming. Hardy species adapted to survive harsher conditions began to flourish. In the aftermath of devastation, new niches were filled by resilient organisms, showcasing nature's incredible ability to recover and thrive under pressure. This cycle of destruction and rebirth highlights the complex interplay between cataclysm and creation. Just as the new ecosystems began to emerge, possibilities for evolution multiplied. New species arose, adapting to the altered environment with striking diversity. Picture the rise of towering forests composed of hardy plants, alongside the spread of new animal species that found ways to thrive in the changing landscape. Life, in its relentless drive to persist, carved out new habitats even in the face of disaster. Ultimately, the volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia remind us of nature's duality. Destruction can give birth to innovation. While the events led to the collapse of existing ecosystems, they simultaneously catalyzed a remarkable evolutionary rebirth. This juxtaposition resonates with the theme of resilience, showcasing how life continually forges ahead, reinventing itself from the remnants of a world irrevocably changed. History teaches us that every end paves the way for new beginnings, creating a vivid tapestry of life that is perpetually evolving. Dr. Mark Richards, geophysicist, explains, "We see evidence that volcanic activity, caused by tectonic shifts, may have significantly altered the climate, leading to these extinction events. But after each extinction, new species adapted to the changed world." Cite relevant paper. Knoll, A.H. 2003. Life on a Young Planet. The First 3 Billion Years of Evolution on Earth. Australia, a land celebrated for its unique biodiversity, showcases the remarkable consequences of tectonic isolation on evolutionary processes. Around 40 million years ago, the separation of Australia from Antarctica marked a significant turning point, heralding a new chapter for the continent's flora and fauna. This isolation not only shielded species from external influences, but also provided a fertile ground for distinct evolutionary pathways, allowing ecosystems to flourish in isolation. In the absence of competition from other landmasses, Australia's native species evolved into specific forms adapted to the unique environmental pressures found across the continent. The marsupials, including iconic creatures like kangaroos and koalas, emerged as emblematic examples of this adaptive radiation. The diversity of habitats, from arid deserts to lush rainforests, spurred these creatures to develop various survival strategies, exhibiting traits not commonly seen elsewhere in the world. For instance, mutations in reproductive strategies allowed marsupials to thrive under challenging conditions, which was pivotal in their evolutionary journey. One fascinating aspect of Australia's isolation is the phenomenon of convergent evolution, where unrelated species develop similar traits as adaptations to analogous environments. The research by Rowe and Milne, 2007, highlights how carnivorous marsupials evolved features comparable to placental mammals under similar ecological pressures, reinforcing the idea that isolation can lead to inventive evolutionary solutions. This convergence illustrates not only the adaptability of life, but also how specific environmental factors can shape species profoundly, resulting in a unique tapestry of biodiversity. As time progressed, these isolated ecosystems faced new challenges, including climate changes and human intervention. While many native species have honed their survival skills over millions of years, the introduction of foreign species has posed new threats, disrupting delicate balances that evolved over the ages. This scenario emphasizes the importance of understanding Australia's evolutionary history to inform conservation efforts, ensuring the survival of its unique inhabitants amidst the complexities of modern ecological threats. In conclusion, Australia stands as a testament to the extraordinary ways tectonic isolation can mold life. From the evolutionary marvels of marsupials to the intricacies of convergent evolution, this continent continues to captivate scientists and nature lovers alike. The enduring legacy of its isolation not only showcases the resilience of nature, but also the ongoing journey of adaptation and survival in a rapidly changing world. Madagascar, an island steeped in mystery and wonder, is a biological treasure trove. Its famed isolation from the African mainland has significantly shaped its ecological narrative. The story begins millions of years ago when Madagascar broke away from Africa, creating a realm untouched by most modern influences, allowing for the emergence of extraordinary species. This unique ecosystem paved the way for fascinating evolutionary pathways that can still be observed today. One of the most iconic inhabitants of Madagascar is the lemur, a creature synonymous with the island's distinct wildlife. Unlike their primate relatives found elsewhere, lemurs have evolved in isolation. This separation allowed them to flourish without competition from other primate species. As a result, Madagascar is home to over 100 lemur species, each finely tuned to its particular ecological niche, from the tiny mouse lemur that can fit in your hand to the majestic indri, whose eerie calls echo through the lush forests. The varying habitats across Madagascar, from arid spiny forests to vibrant rainforests, have contributed to a remarkable diversity of lemurs. These species exhibit intriguing adaptations. For instance, the sifaka, with its powerful hind limbs, gracefully bounds between trees in a remarkable display of acrobatics. The ring-tailed lemur is famous for its striking tail, which serves as a mode of communication within its social groups. Each species not only embodies the complexities of evolution, but also highlights the delicate balance of life's interconnectedness in this isolated paradise. Research, such as that conducted by Ali and Krauss, emphasizes how Madagascar's evolutionary trajectory reflects broader continental drift patterns. As Madagascar's journey through time has unfolded, it has retained its uniqueness, showcasing flora and fauna that cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. The interplay of geological and biological factors has shaped an extraordinary canvas of life that continues to inspire scientists and nature lovers alike. Plate tectonics is a dynamic process that shapes our planet in numerous ways. The movement of tectonic plates not only restructures the Earth's surface, but also leads to the isolation of species and the creation of new environments. One of the most striking examples of this is the collision between the Indian and Eurasian plates, which formed the majestic Himalayan mountain range. These towering peaks, rising starkly against the sky, create extreme conditions that serve as a natural barrier, isolating various species and forcing them to adapt in unique ways. The harsh conditions of the Himalayas, characterized by frigid temperatures and rugged terrain, foster the evolution of specialized flora and fauna. This environment necessitates adaptations that may not occur in more stable ecosystems. As species face extraordinary challenges, they develop unique traits that set them apart, showcasing the incredible power of evolution, driven by geographical changes. The isolation caused by such tectonic activities results in diverse life forms that are not found anywhere else on Earth. In contrast, the Galapagos Islands present a fascinating example of isolation molded by volcanic activity. These islands, formed by the relentless eruptions of underwater volcanoes, have given rise to distinct habitats. The isolated nature of the islands has allowed species like the iconic Galapagos tortoises and finches to diverge biologically and adapt to their specific environments. This phenomenon illustrates the interplay between tectonic processes and evolutionary biology, where the very ground beneath these creatures shapes their destinies. The Galapagos tortoises, for instance, have developed various forms and sizes, each suited to the specific conditions of their island habitat. Similarly, the famous finches showcase a plethora of beak shapes and sizes, each adapted to the food sources available in their environment. This adaptive radiation exemplifies how tectonic shifts can establish rich tapestries of life, each thread woven intricately into the fabric of the ecosystem. Ultimately, the interplay between plate tectonics and biodiversity reveals profound truths about life on Earth. As the Earth's crust shifts and reshapes itself, it paves the way for new possibilities, habitats, and forms of life. Understanding this relationship highlights the importance of geological processes in nurturing the diversity of life we see today. Through tectonics, Earth's relentless forces continue to sculpt environments that drive evolutionary change and foster the incredible variety of species that inhabit our planet. In the heart of diverse ecosystems, adaptive radiation serves as a remarkable testament to nature's creativity. This phenomenon occurs when species swiftly evolve to occupy various ecological niches, showcasing an intricate dance of survival and adaptation. The Galapagos Islands stand as a prime example of this process. Here, the vibrant tapestry of life is woven through the different adaptations of Darwin's finches, which inspire awe and curiosity in the realm of evolution. The unique environments of the Galapagos, characterized by varying climates, elevations, and food sources, create a perfect stage for this evolutionary performance. Each finch, with its distinct beak shape and size, is a vivid illustration of specialized adaptation. For instance, some species possess sturdy, larger beaks ideal for cracking seeds, while others feature slender beaks tailored for extracting insects from tight crevices. This diversification arises from competition for resources, as various finches exploit different food sources to survive, leading to an explosion of new forms and functions. Recent studies have illuminated the ongoing process of adaptive radiation among these birds, revealing the intricate mechanisms of evolution in real time. Researchers have observed how environmental changes trigger evolutionary responses, leading to a dynamic interplay between species and their habitats. The Grant and Grant study underscores this, shedding light on how climatic shifts influence availability of resources, prompting further diversification amongst finches. As the landscape morphs, so too does the finch population, adapting to new challenges and opportunities with remarkable speed. However, despite the considerable knowledge gleaned from these observations, a myriad of questions lingers in the scientific community. What role does genetic variation play in this rapid evolution? As researchers continue delving deeper, the quest for answers traverses the complex layers of genetics, ecology, and environmental science. The interplay of these factors reveals a rich and intricate story of life, illustrating the beauty of evolution's responsiveness. Through adaptive radiation, nature not only shapes species, but also carves the very essence of biodiversity, today, tomorrow, and beyond. In conclusion, The phenomenon of adaptive radiation exemplifies the ever-evolving tableau of life. The rapid evolution of species, such as Darwin's finches in the Galapagos, ignites our understanding and appreciation of ecological niches. As clues to these mysteries unfold, they remind us of the delicate balance in nature and the relentless march of evolution, echoing the enduring quest to thrive amidst change. As the Earth's tectonic plates shift, they weave a dynamic tapestry of geological and biological change. The constant movement of these plates is a slow but unstoppable force, driving continents apart and bringing them together in a relentless dance. Over the next 200 million years, predicting the formation of a new supercontinent is not just a scientific hypothesis. It's an anticipation of a world transformed, where life will adapt in extraordinary ways. Imagine a world where once familiar landscapes are unrecognizable, a fusion of formerly separate ecosystems. In this new supercontinent, vast mountain ranges will rise, creating barriers that reshape climates. Rainforests could emerge in areas that were once arid deserts, while new ice caps might blanket lands that were previously warm. As flora and fauna adjust to these shifts, entirely novel life forms may evolve to thrive in fluctuating environments. Picture a resilient hybrid plant with roots that snake into the depths of rich, newly formed soils, adapted to withstand both drought and floods. The drifting and colliding of continents isn't just about the physical world. It's also a catalyst for evolutionary leaps. Isolated species forced into new habitats will diverge from their ancestors. A once small mammal, adapting to a cooler climate in the highlands, could evolve into a larger creature with thick fur and a unique dietary need, feeding on the novel vegetation that emerges in response to climate changes. These adaptations might lead to entirely unique behaviors, like hibernation patterns that differ significantly from anything we know today. Moreover, as landmasses collide, they will inevitably create new biodiversity hotspots, where species intermix and hybridize. Imagine the vibrant array of colors and behaviors in creatures that emerge from such interactions. Like birds with newfound hunting techniques born from the need to adapt to different diets brought by mingling habitats. The symphony of life on this new Earth will reflect the richness of interconnected ecosystems, each telling a part of the tale of resilience and change. As we look towards this future where continents drift, we must embrace the idea that life will always find a way to adapt. The landscapes, the biodiversity, the very essence of existence will wax and wane like the tides, shaped constantly by the very movement of our planet. In this unseen future, evolution will etch new stories of survival, reminding us that Earth is a living, breathing entity, always evolving, always surprising. The intricate dance of the Earth's plates has been shaping our planet for millions of years, and as we look ahead, this same movement will undoubtedly continue to be a formidable force in driving the evolution of life. Picture vast tectonic plates gliding over the molten mantle, their collision and separation creating mountains, rifts, and new ocean basins. Each movement is a chapter in the ongoing saga of Earth's dynamic geology, influencing habitats and the organisms that thrive within them. As plates shift and interact, they generate a cascade of geological events. Earthquakes rumble, volcanic eruptions spew ash and lava, and mountain ranges rise majestically, altering landscapes and climate patterns. These transformations not only set the stage for new ecosystems to emerge, but also challenge existing species to adapt or face extinction. The diversity of life we see today is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of organisms responding to centuries of tectonic upheaval. Think of the stunning coral reefs that have evolved on submerged platforms created by uplifted landmasses, showcasing nature's ability to flourish amidst change. Looking forward, the future of life on Earth will be irrevocably linked to the ongoing dynamics of plate tectonics. Regions near plate boundaries will experience heightened geological activity, leading to opportunities for new life forms to flourish in unique environments, such as hydrothermal vents or newly formed islands. Conversely, as plates drift apart, continents will reshape, creating barriers that could isolate populations and generate new species through evolutionary processes. The global temperature, ocean currents, and weather patterns will also be altered, further influencing how organisms adapt to their surroundings. Ultimately, the evolution of life on Earth will be a mirror reflecting the ever-changing nature of its geological foundation. As we study these complex processes, such as those presented in Scottise's Paleomap project, we glean insights into the interconnectedness of life and geology. The Earth is a living organism, its crust shifting and pulsing like a heartbeat, ensuring that life is not static, but rather an evolving story that continues to unfold. The narrative of evolution is deeply intertwined with the ever-moving plates beneath our feet, reminding us that our planet is in a constant state of flux, orchestrating the delicate balance between creation and destruction. The history of life on Earth is written in the rocks beneath our feet. From the formation of the continents to the extinction of species and the rise of new ones, plate tectonics has been a driving force behind it all. As we continue to explore our planet's geological past, we unlock the secrets of life itself. If you enjoyed this exploration of Earth's tectonic journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And stay tuned for more deep dives into the forces that shape our world.